miss, don't miss. Oh man, he missed it. Oh shoot. Maybe he'll make the comebacker. Oh man.
How we doing? Welcome back to the channel. Today's going to be a little bit different than the stuff I normally do. I haven't done a review video in a minute. This one's going to be kind of a longish one. I'll speed it up though and try to shrink that down and make that work out better. So for those of you that don't know, Latitude 64 has been looking to improve on plastic technology. One of the more recent ones was Prohect Grip. Prohect Grip involves molding a disc and then adhering a small, thin, very, very, very thin, light layer of grippier, tackier plastic to that model, to that mold. They've done it with the Grace, the Explorer, the Compass, and I believe there was one other one for Worlds. They did the Glory as well. So now they've taken that technology and they've put it into putters. So we have Prohect ChainGrip. So these are pures. And what it is then is it feels like it's a medium flight plate, but then they have taken a thin layer of that plastic and run it along the rim. The theory then is that it grabs chains. It creates that more friction inside the chains, therefore grabbing those chains better. Upholding it against like some of their tackier plastic, like the retro, I can move my finger along that pretty well. Like it's light pressure, and I'm moving it along just fine. And then if I take that against the chain grip, it wants to grab. Definitely, you can hear it. It wants to grab that my finger that much more. So. There was a handful of us chosen. I'm not sure how many, but the plan is to take 100 putts, hitting chains, 100 putts that hit chains. So if I hit cage, that putt doesn't count. So this could be quite the video. I have 4 pures here. So I have a medium, a retro, and then 2 of the medium orbits that came with the Trilogy Challenge a few years ago. So those will be my control. I'll be putting with those, and then I'll do 100 putts that hit chains with the Prohect ChainGrip Pure. I only have, well, they sent me 3. I'm keeping 1 in really, really good condition. So we're only going to be doing 2. So that's going to take me a bit. I haven't putt with Pures in a very, very long time. I tested them out a little bit as a primary putter and as a distance putter probably 10, 11 years ago at this point now. I didn't mind them. They had really, really nice float. They're very, very straight as a spin putter. It's nice for me, but I use Mercies and I have a little bit more fade. They can handle a little bit more pop. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm set up here on hole 1 at Spindler Disc Golf Course. I'm at 27 feet. And I have myself set up where I'm experiencing a little bit of headwind, so we'll see how it goes. So we'll do our 100 putts that hit chains with the normal pures first, and based on that, we'll then do the chain grip. I'm going without a chalk dirt bag, nothing. It is like 85 degrees out. It's one of the very few shaded spots in the course. So I'm hoping that'll help me. But we're going to see how that goes then with no added grip and texture to the hand as well. So, all right, here we go. Well, 4 for 4 is a pretty solid start. Only 96 more putts to go. I guess ultimately too, the nice thing about this is I'm gonna get some really, really good putting practice in. So Spindler is a public park. Um, it's a shared use, and there is a pavilion to the right of me. So probably going to see a good handful of people walking back and forth as it's a really nice Sunday. All right, so we're a quarter of the way there, and actually we're at 29 made putts so far. I'm starting to get the feel of the pure again. They are very, very straight, and they definitely get to the chains pretty quickly for me. Let's try some hyzer putts. So 4 more in, that puts 3. So 43 putts that have hit chains. Unfortunately, not all 43 have made it, but 43 have hit chains. So we've officially crossed over the halfway mark. I got 40, 47 plus 4, so we're at 51. 51 putts that have hit chains. I think overall I've actually got a pretty good percentage going on. Ooh, well, they hit chains. I mean, I guess I could count it. It did nick the outside chain. I guess with that, you can see, I can take a look at just how far back I was. Maybe that extra plastic on the rim is something that kind of slows down, provides enough friction and grip that it doesn't necessarily go super far past, which would be kind of nice. All right, so we're at 62 putts that have hit chains. Fortunately, I feel like I might be kind of speeding things up a little bit, just looking to get done. So if we're going to make this actually concerted putting practice and proper putts, we're going to make sure that we actually take our time and go through routines. All right, well, that puts us at 82. Only 18 putts to go. 18 putts to go to hit the 100. Let's see if we can actually, that's what, just under 5 times. So, thank you.
What's it called?
Disc golf.
This?
Disc golf. So you throw heavier aerodynamic frisbees, and this is our target. So the object is to get it inside there with as few throws as possible.
Oh,
All right, so that was another 3 for 88. Oh, goodness. We're at 91, 8 putts to go, 4 putters. Let's go perfect here. Felt a little gust. I was trying to keep it low, kept it too low, and then this one was just a yank. So we're at 98 putts that have hit chains. So only 2 more to go. We'll do the TCs. Okay. So there you have it. That was 100 putts that hit chains in some way. That really was a stipulation. So I'll put a little counter when I go through, and we'll see just how well I did. My guess is in order to make 100 putts hit chains, I feel like I had to take like a 130. And out of those 100 putts that hit chains, I think about 85 might have stuck. It's not a great percentage at 27 feet, at least not something I'm necessarily happy with. I'd like to see that more, in the 90 percentile, but I don't know for sure right now. So we'll see what it comes down to when I get to editing. Now we'll go ahead with the Project ChainGrip Pures. And I'll tell you this right now, just feeling them in my hand, I'm pretty sure it's a medium plastic that's on the, like it's a zero hard medium, or wow, it is a zero medium pure. Then with this grippy plastic wrapped around it, it is not an orbit technology for the plastic. It's not an overmold. You can actually see spots where the application was a little bit thinner on the rim. So it is literally just a mold that has this tacky plastic ripped over it. Just feeling it in my hand, I can feel that texture, that grip on the underside and into my hand. So it's possible this might be a little bit susceptible to like a little bit of late release for me, but we'll see. Now, I don't believe myself to go like 100 for 100. I'd like to see myself get to like 80 out of 100 and not have anything not hit chains in some sort of way, but we'll see. Well, so there's an example like I was hoping to see on hitting the chains and having it go past. It did hit a little bit more, I think, chain wise, but it definitely didn't go. It took away a lot of the energy, so it wasn't a very far putt for a tap in. So everything was chains and leave ours. Well, that essentially is a quarter of the way through. It did hit chains. We are 24 for 24 on hitting chains. Well, there's our first non-chain. So at putt 26, we missed chains of some sort. I don't know if it's something that's picking up on camera. It's something that I think I'm seeing is that when it's actually getting into it, it is getting down fast. Even like the upper putts that are coming into like this quadrant, it's stopping, and I can basically just read the putter as it's coming down. I don't know if it's fully translating to camera, but at least for me, what I'm seeing is that disc is hitting chains and it's really kind of stopping and then like getting down really, really quickly. It's not so much a failure of the putter or even the person putting, but these Chainstar pros, anybody that's put on them, you really got to stay away from that upper right side. It does not like to grab things from there. So what are we at? We're at 33 putts that have hit chains. Well, we've crossed over the halfway mark. That is now 51 putts that have hit chains in some sort of way. I probably should have paused myself a little sooner on that one. I really did think she was going to scoop the little man up far before he got that close to things. I was trying to focus. So that one's on me. All right, 51 putts that have hit chains. Well, on the plus side, it now brings me to even numbers, which is a little easier to keep track of. So it's 56 putts that have hit chains. That one right there puts us at 69. Nice. All right, we are 3/4 of the way there. That was the 75th putt that hit chains. If memory serves, I only have 2 that did not hit chains in some sort of way, so that's pretty sweet. That one's on me. I saw her walking. I probably should have just stopped. And of course, now we have 3 that didn't hit chains in it, or basket at least. I do believe that puts me at 82, so 18 to go. Well, it's 88 that have hit chains, 12 more to go. All right, I know it tickled the chain. I'm not going to count that one. That was definitely more rim than the chain. So I was at 90, so we'll go 91. So it was 91 that have hit chains. All right, that was 99. We're going to fire off the last 2 anyways. So here you have it, 100 putts that hit chains in some way, with 1 extra one for good measure. One thing that I'm noticing, and I don't know if it's just because it's a white plastic that's over the top of it, but I'm not really seeing any sort of like putt damage that I would see on a lot of times other base plastic. There's a few dents here and there, but nothing really egregious at all outside of being really dirty. I really like the tack on this. I feel like it came out of my hand super clean actually. And like I said, the only thing that I noticed, and I don't know if you guys picked it up on camera then, was when it was hitting chains, it really was like, it seemed like it was stopping it and getting it down. Like stop, down, stop, down. Stuff that hit the side of the chains too didn't seem to like have any energy to come off of it. It just kind of flopped. I really like the feel of this. I'd be really curious to have it in a Mercy and put that kind of putter plastic on a Mercy. Um, really interesting. The amount of grip is fantastic. Suppose if you had a pure for like approaches, like a turnover putter, getting something like this would be fantastic in inclement weather too. Like there's no way, like I could throw this without worrying about it at all. Let's see if we can just like hammer one in. Yeah. So I don't know. I really don't know if you guys can see that on camera, but I saw it there. Let me grab. So I normally putt with mediums. So we're going to zoom in here to the basket. And we're going to see if I can pick it up. So we're going to try to hammer a couple in and see if we can pick up on the spin that happens inside the chains and then what these chain grip pures do. Oddly enough, I didn't hit the spot that I was aiming for at all. I'm trying to get it right in here so I can see what's going on. And maybe it's not going to happen with a medium blend. Medium blend is a little softer already. Maybe it was something if I was a zero hard. We'll try the right side. Pretty sure that was pull. Yeah, it just seems like it stops on impact. I mean, that was outside. Well, there you have it, though. Thanks for watching. I know it's not the most exciting video in the world. I'm looking forward to editing it and putting it up anyways, just because, you know, putting practice and look at my putting stroke and take stock of the things that I missed and why I missed it. I do really like the tackiness. It's not like I'm going to switch to a pure anytime soon, but if the pure is your putter, this could be really something for you. If you experience a lot of like hot days, we get really humid here in Michigan, so like always constantly having to grip up. I didn't chalk it all once. These felt really firm, firm tack in my hand, so I like that a whole lot. Yeah, I think it's a really interesting technology. I liked it in the feeling of the Grace a lot. The compass felt really good with it. I think it'd be really interesting to see what they do next. What's the next mold with the Project ChainGrip on it. So, hey, and as always, take care of yourself, throw well, like, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.